Hello, Liberia. Hello, world. Today is Thursday, and it's the 25th day of May 2018. I'm excited to be alive, counted among the living, and I know you are considered great to be listening, because some people woke up this morning and their ears could not hear again. Some people woke up and their legs were so swollen they needed an ambulance. Some people just can't stand up because something had happened to the spine. Aren't we grateful to be alive today? I am. If you're not, I want you to wake up, shake up, and cheer up, because you're listening to The Leading Lady. And my name is MATENNEH ROSE-DUNBAR. In studio with me today is a Liberian lady, a Liberian girl, a Liberian woman. And our theme song says it all, Liberian girl. If you've never been motivated, take a cue from that song. It's old. It's over 30 years old. And we were considered great, Africa's greatest. Wake up, girls. Wake up, women. He sang for us. Today, history is being made around the world. People want to be known and seen. But we were there. Liberian girl. And you changed my life so we can change the world around us. A Liberian girl is in studio with me today. Her name is Madam. Know why? Bolo Wulu. You're welcome to The Leading Lady.
Thank you very much.
I'm looking for words to describe this Liberian girl sitting beside me. She's my aunt. She's a grandmother. She's a hard-working woman, an industrial woman, a woman with the knitting wheels, the knitting pins in her fingers. She can spin gold out of trash. She's turned the landscape into a palatable business acumen for the landscape of Liberia. You can't miss it. Once you come into Liberia, on your way to the city, you're going to pass the Golden Key Hotel, and she's the proprietor and owner of the Golden Key. It's not done by a Lebanese. It's a Liberian lady, a hard worker, a woman who came from grassroots. She's going to tell her story. I'm not going to say it for her, but I want you around the world to be motivated, to have strength. It may be difficult, but in that difficulty, there's something that's going to happen for you. There's something new that's going to explode for you. There's something waiting out there for you to discover. Don't give up on your choices to work hard. Don't relent. It may be hard. And you know, God comforted us by giving us a sack of tears. A sack of tears. We can cry away our pains, but it doesn't take away our resolve. Madam, you're welcome to The Leading Lady. And I'd just like to tell you that with 20 of you in Liberia, we don't need to go outside to get business. You are employer of labor, and there are people whose life have turned because of you. Tell us your story.
Good morning, radio listener.
I would say morning too.
And good morning to all my Liberian ladies and my grandchildren in Liberia. My story is, I'm not going to tell my story today.
It's a part of it.
We are just going to move forward because I think a couple of times I have spoken about my story. First of all, I tell God thank you for blessing me to be here. And the second thank you go to my mother, who was not educated, a illiterate woman called Kame from Bon County. I grew up in Bon. I was born in Bon and grew up there on Pele Batrai. So my name, Loai, it means in between. Loai is in between the midst of the family. So I have lived that life of being in between. Also, being a Liberian starting my life as 11 years old to start business, I always love the Muslim in Banga, where when you visited their business center or in the market, they have their money on the table. You buy, they give you change. That was my beginning. I like that. I like people playing with money, either it was small or big. So I started gravitating toward business with that mindset. And coming from a very, very poor background where I was 5 years old before I wore my first slipper, and were given to me by a gentleman who saw me and thought I was cute. And I was standing in the rain with my mom, and he said that he was going to give me a slipper to wear. While my girlfriend standing outside with no shoes on her feet, he said to my mother, he said, well, I will buy her slippers. That's how I wore my first shoes or slipper in my life. Well, growing that way, I always thought that poverty, to fight poverty, was going to be my goal. So I started working with Mr. Bisi today, who have he have John Bisi, who had a result on the Rawafi Highway going to Marsha. He gave me my first vacation job in Banga. He was working with LPMC. So that vacation job was 3 months, December, January, and February. And I took that money and started my business by selling donuts, kerosene in the community. And that has started. That's what I said. If I start with the story, it's been many years. So you're going to take all day and you will not get what you want. So I'm going to cut the story short. So that's where I started from. Then when I got into high school, I started going to Kwendu, which is in Sierra Leone, to buy lapis and sell it to the Phoebe Hospital, calling down students and the worker. So that led me to be able to open an account to agriculture bank in Banga and started saving my money. So when I got to the point where I was able to save $7,000, I decided to go to the U.S. Embassy to get a visa.
You mean at your level, with your background and with the education you had the courage, you mustered the grace to want to go to America?
It was not just going to America. Like I said, when things happen to you, the story can be very short, but it's a long story. I decided to improve my life, and I saw my business capability. I knew that if I moved away, I was going to do better and then to come back. So then,
you're listening to The Leading Lady, and we're broadcasting from OKFM in Monrovia. Our guest is Madam Nowai Bolowulu. Sorry, is that right? Golowulu. She's the proprietor of the Golden Key Hotel at the Robertsville International Highway, very close to ELWE. Coming into town is the beautiful, palatable Golden Hotel on your right. And she's a Liberian woman, and she started here. We harnessing and showcasing the talents of our country. Her story is going to touch you. Make sure you take a cue from every line of what she says. Go ahead, madam. You went to the embassy, you decided to go to America.
Yeah, so at the time, the U.S. Embassy, the old one, you said on there in 1989. I decided to apply. I did not know what a visa was all about. Either letter, was a stamp, or a piece of whatever, metal, whatever. So when I got to the window, I gave the passport to the gentleman, and he asked me why you were going to the States. I was going to a friend, and I gave the information about my friend, and he asked me, why are you going? I said, well, I'm going to the States. I just need a visa. And he said, do you have money? And I said, yes. And I gave him a bank book very proudly. And he looked at it, he said, All this time because the deposit was little by little. For years, like 4 or 5 years, I was depositing that money. So he looked at me for a long time, and he said to me, well, I don't know. You just can't go to America. Are you going to come back? I said, I don't know. And he said to me, well, you don't talk like that and we give you visa because you have to have a visa to stay in America. But while you applying for a visiting visa, that means you got to come back. I said, I don't know. I will come back. But I know one day I will come back. And that was 1989, before the war was in Ganta, Nimawe. And he looked at me for a long time. He took my book. He went in the bag. He came back, and he just looked at me. And I said, well, are you giving me the visa or you're not giving me the visa?
You were so blunt.
Yeah, because he didn't believe that somebody could just say that. And a lot of people were there. They were like 18, I still remember. And were 2 people that got a visa. There was a lady that had a tragedy in her life that she was going to bury that person and me. So he said, well, you got to sit down. I think he went behind to have a consultation.
Somebody else.
And then he came back, another lady came with him and said to me, what do you want from America? I said, well, you're here, so I think I want to go there too. Because I didn't know what the visa was about.
The humor was
so, and then they're like, well, sit over there and wait. And he came back with the visa, with my book. They could give it the same day. And he said, welcome to the United States. I wish you well. And I took the book and I sat down a little bit and I said, can I get a visa? He said, ma'am, look in your book, give me the passport. And he looked, that's a visa. Just like that. So my take on that is truthfulness.
Or, excuse me, before you go further, as a little girl, did anyone tell you were going to be great?
My mother, it was not a word great. She didn't speak English. She called me, this special name was Nawe, my friend. That was the name my mother gave me. My father called me Grandma. So from the beginning, I had love. I think love can do a lot. When your children can talk to you about anything, and my mother, I think I would kill. I was not pretty, but I think I would just kill. So whenever we went somewhere, she said to me, look at my queen. Look, my rich woman. She said that. Yeah, she did that. So I walked feeling that I was rich. Mm-hmm. So I felt it from an age of 7, 8 years. So, because I think they were proud of me. My father wanted to go get his little liquor to drink. He carried me and tell the people how beautiful his daughter was. So I would brag about. So when I started growing up, I felt the responsibility to do something with what they thought I had.
On your shoulder.
Yes. So my mother thought I could have been a doctor, nurse here, that doctor. So I went to Kanta nursing school, and I was there doing business. I was there selling for Lapo, selling it. So I didn't do too good. And the teacher keep telling me, well, you got to do something with this school because you're not doing, you in the 70, barely 80. You got to do something. I said, well, and you all on campus selling. I said, well, I get money.
That was your calling?
Yeah, and the student will credit from me and they put interest on it. That was where my interest lies. So I quit the school. And I continued doing what I'm doing. Anyway, I went to the States. Let me tell you about the States now. Went to America. I went with a mind to succeed. Then the war happened. Now the war was very intensive.
So we'll take a first musical break and continue with more of this all juicy, wonderful, eye-opening, innovative, creative story of a Liberian woman. This is Liberia, our own country. It's just the best country. You can't compare her with any country. Our landmass, our population, our look on the map, we are unique. And this country has great, great women. And today is one of them in my studio. Madam Nowai Bolowulu, you welcome. We'll take a musical break to say happy birthday to a girl. a girl who is going to be destined for greatness. She celebrated her birthday yesterday. Deirdre Ray, I'm shouting it out to you because I couldn't do it yesterday. So that song that she like, I want to see her dancing. Welcome back to The Leading Lady, and my name is Attorney at Law MATENNEH ROSE-DUNBAR. Live in studio with me is the proprietress and the hardworking Liberian woman, Madame Nowai Golowulu of the Golden Key Hotel. And that was a birthday treat for Deirdre Ray, who celebrated a birthday yesterday. You know, May is so special to my heart. Another daughter of mine was yesterday. Another daughter is on Monday the 28th. And just beautiful things happen in May. And so these girls are encouraged to be great women. Back to our program. We are enhancing and promoting the beauty of Liberia. A woman brings life, and Auntie Noai is churning life for many world travelers as they come into the country. Auntie Noai, welcome again to The Leading Lady.
Thank you.
And just by the sheer bravery and gust to approach an American embassy, 1989, and say that you are going to America tells me a lot about you. There's nothing you cannot conquer in this world. Just by looking at you, Anything you want, you will get it. I love to hear this story because I want us to be strengthened. Some of us have been out of Liberia for 30 years or more, or 40 years, and we're scared. We don't have the ability to rise up and say, I'm going to see what happened there. I'm going to rebuild my father's or my mother's house. I'm going to see my brothers and sisters. Get strength. Believe that it is possible. With God above and your prayers and faith, you can conquer Mount Everest. We can build houses as high as 20, 30 floors. And you know, it's just in the process of elevating our landscape and making a palatable business environment where guests can be comforted for wedding parties, business executives. And you know what? Golden Key is made of gold. So you are a woman full of gold making. Tell us that story.
Well, when I finally made it to the States and I started working really hard, I promised myself that I had to come back home. America is very beautiful because Americans work hard. And we want to go and come back and work harder because where our country is. So 2005, I decided to come back. I used to come back. I help a lot of people from JFK Hospital. Nurses, I used to support TIMA during the war. I extended my hand because I always wanted to come back home. So 2005, I made the decision to come back home. 2006, I bought that land and I break the ground. I started doing the construction. I brought money. The business I was making in the States, and by the way, I did well in my business life in America.
I trust you.
So I think the opportunity that was given to me to the U.S. from the U.S. Embassy was used very well because I took advantage over the kindness of the Americans. Sometimes people go to the U.S. Embassy to impress, but they don't go for impression. There's something to that person, to that window, for the interviewer to find out in you, to see that what you are saying is true, nothing but the truth. And I think they found that out about me. So I needed to make them proud and to also make my family proud and make Liberia proud. To begin was to live well, to work hard in America. That's to make America proud. To make them to feel that the visa that was given me were not abused. Then to also take care of my family and my friends. I carry a lot of people, more than 40 people in America, that they are all doing very well.
Excuse me, Liberians, are you listening? Some of you have been in the States and you've helped no one. How can your community develop? And you know, I thank you for lifting. The crab syndrome is not near you in any way. You go up and you carry other people. You don't pull people. You don't keep them where they are. Thank you. This is a good story, Liberians. Let's help one another.
Well, so I carry more than 40 people. And they have been 80% did well. A few of them, they saying, complaining and listening and trying to change people. You didn't do that. You brought me. You could have done that.
Oh,
it's
really?
still there. So it's all over the place. But, well, you can't win all. Then I decided to come back at the age of 46. I'm proud to tell you my age. I'm 57 years old. And I came back at 45 to join my Liberian people. When I got back here, it was very difficult. The bathroom system was bad. So that's why I decided to build Golden Key, so I can have a clean bathroom where people can get used. So I started with 300 Liberians and a few Ghanaians and Nigerians to do that construction. And while we were doing the construction, we're also teaching Liberians to also do what the foreign nationals were doing at the hotel. Till today, I still have some of those workers working with me. I have 56 employees at Golden Key, 35 women and 21 men. And they are all young. My general manager, you don't like me to tell his age, but if I can say my age, I can say his. He's 32 years old. He been working with me for the past 5 years. I've been grooming him. He instituted with me, but today is not his day. Today is my day.
I know. Thank you
So,
for being there.
I've been supporting them, and they have also supported me. I got a very, very, very good team. They say Liberians don't work together, but Liberians work hard together. When you know what you want them to do, and you say and tell them this is what I want. I think beating us down will not help the situation. I have my latches, I have my issues. I'm human, I fall short sometimes. But I make them to know that you can do anything. Because sitting in a studio, I do not have a college degree. I decided that I was going to do what it takes me. Because if I say I didn't have a college degree, it's not like I didn't want to go to school. But I had priorities set. And no priority was my siblings, my family, my mother. And she was too proud of me. And I'm sorry she ordered here today. And I know that she's watching over us, and she was proud before she left. She stayed with me in the States for 14 years with my siblings. She shared a love that she valued and gave her the value that she gave us. She enjoyed some before she left. So we cannot be going around complaining. I decided to work really hard. Many days people see me when they introduce me, oh, that's the owner of Golden Key. Oh, really? Because some people think it got to be a very old person or somebody who worked with government. I never worked with government before. None of my parents were not educated, so they didn't have a government job. So, but working hard will not kill you. What will kill you is if you don't take care of your health. So when somebody says, oh, I work really hard, work will kill me, work does not kill you. So I think that's my beginning of my story. And I'm proud to be Liberian and proud to be Pele. And I know the Pele people listening are like, well, she's Pele. Well, Katwaye. So I speak my language, my dialect. And I'm proud to come from Bon County. We hold together, we work hard together as Liberians. Our youth, the young women, I know sometimes it's not easy. But if I say this, you guys will not believe it until you find out in Bon County. I grew up not dating Gopa. I didn't have Gopa story in my life. If I had to plant potato, cassava, that's what we did. I graduated from Buffet High School, 1985. And in 1985, we did a Palawa hut in Buffet High School because we used to stand outside, eat our donut, nowhere to sit. And I told my friends at the age of 19, 20 years old that we needed somewhere to sit down. So we had to make the blocks ourselves. They black and those boys help us to build it. Some of my schoolmates and classmates are here listening. I've always been a hard worker. I think Golden Key is just going to be my memory for all what I believe in, what my people put in me, my family, is to show them that I can live and do something with my life. So that's my memory with Golden Key.
Well, you're listening to The Leading Lady, and my guest in studio is Madame Noai Golowulu of the Golden Key Hotel. She owns the hotel. It has how many rooms?
25 rooms.
25 rooms, like you know.
And a conference hall.
Restaurant.
We have conference hall that's, for right now doing 500 conference center up the last floor. We got 200, 150 space for different conference facilities. So, and then we got a pool that we'll be opening it soon. We want the Liberian to come and celebrate Golden Key. We also do buffet on Sunday, which is very cheap.
Yeah,
$8 for breakfast from 7:30 to 11 o'clock, and then lunch $15 for lunch. That lasts from 12:30 to 5. It's a buffet. So visit there.
I've been to that buffet and I miss nothing. So if you're listening to our program, we're talking about the beauty of Liberia. She's just one woman who's doing something here. You all can come and put hands together. We heard her story. To the young girls out there, you can be it yourself without depending on a sugar daddy. You can do it. There's a lot to do now. Even now, there are even more things you can do without looking out for help. Let's not complain. She said, hard work doesn't kill. It's lack of care for yourself and your health that kills you. So put your hands on deck. If it's bitter ball, sell it. If it's charcoal, sell it. If it's snail, go to the market for 30, buy your bag, pick out a good one, sell it. Do something to help yourself. And I'll open the phone lines now to hear from our many esteemed guests around the world. Our numbers to call are 0880-939395, 0880-939395, and 077-7700-995, 077-7700-995. And we can take your calls and your concerns. Good morning, and your name and where you calling me from?
Good morning once again, ma'am. My name is Charles Stockholm, calling from Tony Street. And let me say good morning to our mother in the studio. And let me confess, I always driving on that road almost every day to the Valley International Airport. Guess what? I see that hotel to be for a foreigner. I am telling you something clear. You know, I'm so shocked this morning here that place is owned by one of our mother from Bon County. Mother, you are welcome. Thank you for the hard work. But I get something from you right now. And what I have get from you is that in your determination, you can do anything that you think you can do to become a successful person. Because once you have the mind and have a good parents who always catering to you, making the understand you can make it. Because I'm saying from the point where I know now, our modern day parents now, they say, you're not forced to do this, don't do that. No, you're not forced. No. It doesn't work that way. But I'm so proud of you with that kind of golden key hotel, thinking that if a person not new for a typical Liberian and a better woman, you have done extremely well. I'm proud of you. Thank you for your good work. May God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, well,
Charles.
I think that, like you said, we as Liberians, we should be able to understand that.
Good morning, Mommy.
Good morning.
I'm so happy this morning to hear you video this morning.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm so happy. I'm so proud of you. At least you set an example of we the women that we hope and pray to follow your footsteps.
Thank you.
What your name?
You are not just your mother, but you are a real mother. I know you good person.
Okay. Thank you, Wilhelmina.
All right. I will call you your own number. I got your number.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you for calling.
Well, and you know what? The first caller, he said he was surprised to know that the hotel is owned by.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to. That's what we're trying to address.
Morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Fine, thank you. Your name and where you calling us from?
You calling from the Oro.
Yeah, what would you like to say?
I didn't know what I was. Never saying. I come out of that. So that was the hotel belongs to a Chinese. Never knew about who the old man from Congress. I'm so proud of you. Thank you. And it's an excellent to hear this kind of voice to encourage the young people. I just wanted to to women, but encourage the young people that they do the best.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your encouragement.
Yeah, thank you too. Because I feel that the young people can do it. We did it. Now your life is you got cell phone, but when we were growing up, we didn't have any cell phone or anything like that. So thank you. So we all can make it.
Yes, hello. Your name and where you calling us from? Yeah, your name.
Hello?
Hello, your name and where you calling from?
Hello?
Hello. Hello, your name and where you calling us from?
Hello, I'm Susan, calling the city cover.
Okay, Susan, what would you like to say?
I just want to bless God for our mother in studio. I pray that, I don't really know how to say it, but I just encourage this morning. It made me to be like a woman that can take a step. Because sometimes in life you don't have people to really guide you. But then if you hear other people talking about their life, then you encourage yourself.
Okay.
Mama, I bless God for you so much.
And we all can do it. We all can do it. We got to do it together. Yeah, thank you. We got to do it together.
Okay, Mama. Thank you so much.
Thank you for calling, Susan.
Hello?
Okay, Mama.
Hello?
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 Yes, hello?
Hello?
We can hear you.
What's happening to you? I'm not getting you. I just hearing myself in the studio. Hello?
You are on live. What would you like to say?
Hello?
Well, keep your calls coming. The numbers are 0880-939395, 0880-939395, and 07777000995.
Hello?
Yes, good morning. You're welcome to the leading lady.
My name is Moses. I'm calling from Banjo.
All right, Moses, what you want to say?
I tell her mother, thank you. I want to speak to her. I tell her mother, reply, I'm sending her thanking. I'm happy with you myself. I'm too happy she make my day. I want to tell her thank you.
Thank you
And she
too.
even employed one of my best friends. He was struggling to get her. I'm a driver. The guy working with her. So I'm really, really happy for her.
Thank you.
Let God bless her. Let she extend that to Bunkan again. Let we all go there and celebrate. So thank God, thank you for her.
Thank you.
Moses, thank you. Yeah, I'm dancing with you too. Can't see me. I'm still dancing with you. Well, you're listening to the leading lady, and Auntie Noai from the Golden Key Hotel is live in studio, and she's motivating you. She's giving you the zest, the energy. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, hello?
Hello?
Yes, hello?
Hello?
This is who?
I'm calling from Paisley to be specific problem.
Okay, Emax, go ahead. We'll take the other one later.
Yeah, I just want to appreciate that lady in the studio because if only we have 2 or 3 librarians like her, I don't think we'll be traveling around here. She's giving it well. I just want to appreciate her. She is a real mother. We know many people in Liberia, they got even money than her, but they are not, invested like she did. And I know she has incorporated a lot of Liberians, and that which she has helped them to be a breadwinner for the family. So I really want to appreciate her. Mother, God bless you.
Thank you very much. And let me just say something to the Liberian saying if we had 10 or 15, 20 of me. I feel that each one of us has something to give in society. It don't have to be big money because I started from nowhere. But your commitment in your community, getting up and putting the youth together to clean up, do something. Somebody will be working in our community to realize that you have been a leader. And something will happen through God. And you will move on with your life. You will not believe it. Nothing is wasted.
Hello?
Thank you.
Your feedback. We'd love to hear from you. Put your radio off.
Okay, I'm calling from the radio. Hello?
Yeah, your name's
I'm Gladys Smith Stewart, calling from Golden Key.
Gladys Smith.
Yeah. I'm Gladys Stewart. Smith Stewart.
Okay, what'd you like to say, Mama?
I just like to appreciate my boss in studio, and I'm the wife, Salulu. She has done very well for Liberians, especially me, for myself. It has impacted in my life greatly. I just want to appreciate her. I would say to her, for millions, just well. Let her keep on her good work, and God will bless her.
Thank you very much for those kind words to a boss.
Well, Gladys, I know you're supposed to be doing some work. You're on the radio. When I get back there, we're gonna be having some fight. But thank you. I love y'all. Y'all make my life very easy, and I greatly appreciate my staff. Thank you.
Well, we take another musical break. If it's not for the goodness of God, we wouldn't have the favor to do the things that we do. Like Auntie Noah just said, something will happen for you when you believe in God. We all have talents. Let's just look up to Him. We'll take a musical break, and that song is... Hello, sir. The calls are more important.
Yes, good morning.
Morning, your name and where you calling from?
My name is Rema Kamo. I call from the Road.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Kamo. What would you like to say?
Yeah, thank you. Actually, I just logged on to the radio and I'm listening to many persons calling, appreciating the TV guest. But one thing I really want to understand, and a lot of people been saying, is it going to be very, very for you or just managing it for somebody?
The D. The King Great People gave me that D. The D is in my knee. Noai Golowulu. And then I also did that construction myself. I the engineer behind that construction.
I'm sorry to ask you the same question, but
no, it's okay.
From time to time, I've been passing on that road, and I've been having conversation with some of my friends who I don't know much about it. They say, oh, they play for Chinese.
Well, let me say something to that, my brother. I own that place. I did the construction, and I run in it. That's my place. My own place with a D in my name. The next thing is, the reason is Liberians, we people just think, or we think ourselves that we can want to do with our market. So when one of us do what I did, it's very hard to believe it. That's why I don't fight, I don't insult people. I pass in the street and people say, well, she fronting for somebody, that money went up for her.
Actually, I'm extremely...
This is my business.
I'm extremely surprised, and I must appreciate you this man. Thank God I got the truth. Actually, it will be too important for you to explain to us so that we will be motivated how you get started this, and thank you very much for that. Thank you too for making me understand. Thank you for making many like you understand. I appreciate you giving your name Noah to pay such a property. I thank God for you.
That's
thank you, Mom. Thank you ever so much, man.
Okay.
Boyman, you can log on to OKFM Facebook page. We live on Facebook. You can follow the program. You can log on to OKFM Facebook page. We live, so you can see the entire program. You log on now to OKFM Facebook. You will follow the program. It's her property. She developed it, and she is Liberian. By the way, Michael Jackson sang for us. So what we can do, or what we're able to do, let's support one another. Play some of that song again, that Liberian girl song, so they can know that we're in Liberia. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, you're welcome to the leading lady. Your name?
I'm Robert Freeman.
Yeah, what you want to say, Papa? Yeah, young for what you want to say?
Yeah, I want to appreciate a studio guest. The fact of the matter is that, I mean, first, up front, I want to encourage her to write her story. I think a story, we just want to define why. I want to encourage that you write your story, put it into black and white. And thank you for talking to us. The thing is, we don't believe in humble beginnings. We don't believe in starting from somewhere. A lot of people, as long as you having a humble beginning, they despise you, they despise what you're doing. But the way up begins down. And I'm inspired, and I hope a lot of Liberians are inspired by her story, especially one of the strongest group we have in our society that don't know, the women. The women are so strong. But to harness and streamline their strength that will benefit themselves and their family and the nation, and that's the missing link. And I wish it's just not a story on a radio program, but make it something that you come and people come, maybe they pay in and just listen to you. Because that's the missing link for our Liberian women. They got the strength, but to direct the flow of the strength that will benefit themselves and their family and people around them, that is the missing link. And I really encourage you to please go beyond just the studio, or to just have it something that people can come and listen to you and then just drink from your fountain. God bless you.
Welcome back to The Leading Lady. And I'm that lady. My name is Attorney at Law, MATENNEH, ROSE-DUNBAR. And I'm a Liberian girl. And I feel great when I see a Liberian woman who people are in doubt as to whether she is the owner of that property. It makes my generation to jolly, to feel great at heart. There are other things that are unspoken, but they are done by girls, Liberian women. And those women, hard work, it's not failing. Like our last caller said, the way up begins down. You have to start from somewhere. You have to stay focused. You have to have that humble beginning to make it to where Auntie Noah is seated today. She owns Golden Key Hotel. Just the name is positive. Golden Key is successful. Whatever motivated you to that name, Auntie Noah?
Well, in short, when I was in the States, I would buy used property and fix it really nice. I'm good at decorating.
Remodeling.
Yeah, remodeling and decoration. So then I would sell it
Far more than
double of the price that I paid for. So I said, well, I need Golden Key to go back to Liberia.
Wow.
So that's why I got a Golden Key. Then I got a little bit angry because then the Chinese can say Golden Key.
Oh.
Then I've been vexed. But when you do good business, your people will come to you. So I'm not angry anymore.
Well, it's just a name, but your hard work is paying off.
Yeah, it is.
Auntie Noah, you're a woman. You juggle family life, friend, social life, business life. Is it a hard thing for a woman to be as successful as you with 4 or 5 children, husband, family, grand uncle, extended family? We Africans. Is it easy to make it up there?
You have to have God in your favor. That's the first thing. The second thing, to get to the point where I am, I'm not successful yet. I'm still working. But to get to this point, you can't have many friends. Because even being in Liberia, I have people to tell me, you wasted your time to come. You put millions here. You're not ever going to get in millions. I can't have that kind of money and bring it in Liberia. But I'm smart about it because you can bring it. I never work with government here, so I'm not even qualified to work for government. But I brought the money. That's what the Americans do. That's what other people do. The Nigerian do it. The Ghanaian do it. The Sierra Leonean do it. Everybody work somewhere and bring the money. So when you say that to me, I'm not going to say you're not my friend. And when you get to the point where your friends will tell you that, man, I think what you're doing will not be successful, you need to let that friend be a little bit distant. No fuss, no cuss, no attacking, no saying the old things. That is all your story aside. Just focus on that one thing. Each one of us, God gave us something inside, that conscience. Jihad, he put conscience in us. He put the wickedness, he put the kindness, he put all that inside. God did that. So now you will go inside your body, in your feeling, and pick what you want to be. And you bring it out, and they fight to get there. The enemy will start from your family. Some of them will fight you. Your best friend will not believe you. People will call you, man. When I was packing to come to Liberia, people told me, you waiting in America, why you go to Liberia? She going fish, she will come back. And I told them, I would not come back to stay here anymore. I will stay in Liberia. So to come back to stay, I didn't want it on silver platter. Whatever thing had happened to me in the wrong way, it also has strengthened me.
Sure.
Whatever people have said about me, it also has made me work harder.
Yeah,
so I can be able to come today to tell my story. Because I'm not a radio person. Newspaper, I've been here since 2005. I don't go on radio. Because it would take me too much time to be in the radio than to do the work and impact the people that are supposed to impact.
Well, you're listening to The Leading Lady. I'm your presenter and host, Attorney at Law MATENNEH ROSE-DUNBAR, and it's a beautiful Thursday in our country. It's May. We're approaching June, the mid-year, and soon it's going to be Christmas again. But have you stopped to realize that your life can change from that single word you heard yesterday or this morning that made you to cry? Someone may have said something that you anticipated or you were surprised at, and it could define you to be a better person. It could tell you, move on and go for the top. Don't be mediocre. Don't stay where you are. This is our opportunity to hear from the horse's mouth that you can be it, that you can make things happen, that you can bring the world to your presence by your action. Auntie Noah is working to revamp our landscape, and we can do it individually. Those abroad who think there's nothing here, there's something here for you. Maybe for me there's nothing because I've been here 10 years and I've done the little I can do. Maybe you should come and you can add to what I've done and continue from where I am, or even do better. This is our own country. We have to love one another and embrace it. You know, a fist that fights is not loose. The fingers come together. So together we can make our greatness felt around the world. Turn your 5-bedroom house into a hotel. Turn your 5-bedroom house into a hotel, and you have 10 golden keys. Different hotels in all parts of the city. Please, let's love our country. And I'd like to say happy belated birthday again to Deirdre and to my girl who's going to be birthdaying on Monday. Happy birthday to you across the world. I love you, and my prayers that God will make you that great woman, greater than I ever envisaged for myself. My prayers are to elevate you and your family. And to all those who have birthdays this week, I hear May is loaded. Happy birthday, oh. We are celebrating and we are thanking you. And let's love our country. Let's put hands together. And you know what? I'm honored to have brought you out here today. I know I shocked you yesterday, but thank you. And your final words to the women of Liberia.
Well, for my age group, please advise your children and your grandchildren. Love them. Call them in the morning and say how beautiful they are. For the young ones, our daughters, that is in the 2030, I know a lot going on in your lives right now. Relationship, job, community, want to be part of everything. Find yourself. When you find yourself, nothing out there will matter to you. To my grandchildren that is 18, 20 years old and those young ones, please focus for tomorrow. The beauty will leave you. What you're going to have is going to be your name, your family name, and what you represent. Right now, leave buying things that you cannot afford. Stop following your friends who will tell you we can do it like this, do it like that. That will hurt your life. If you focus, you will meet my face. You will walk around and say, I want to be like Auntie Noah. I want somebody to be like me. But it's a hard work. Thank you. Thank you to all of the listeners. The men who taking care of their daughters, I'm proud of you. Taking care of your daughter does not mean whipping her and making her shame, embarrassing her in front of her friends. It's to tell her, man, I love you, things are hard, but when you live a good life, things will be all right for you. Again, I am not running competition with nobody. No big hotel, no small hotel. My competition is me giving back to my Liberian people. Thank you very much. And I hope to talk to you another time. I don't know when. But bye-bye.
Thank you very much, Madam Noai Kalawulu of the Golden Key Hotel. And to my ladies in studio, thank you all.